Now, I've got something exciting here. Well, actually, truth be told, I've got a number of exciting things here because this is a set of 4 brand new boxes of clothing being launched today by Assos as an expansion to their existing Equipe collection of racing-focused designs. Now, for some 40 years, this iconic Swiss brand has been creating clothing for cyclists from all corners of the sport. But these new pieces of clothing are focused specifically as a solution for riders looking for aerodynamic designs and also lighter weight materials, specifically for use in the cooler months of the year. Now, I did say it was exciting, and that is because we have got not one, but 2 full sets of these 4 pieces of clothing to give away to you. So I guess with that being said, it's time to get unboxing and have a look inside to see exactly what is in there. Now, this new Equipe RS collection includes 3 bits of upper body clothing, and the first of those is this, which is the Spring-Fall Aero short sleeve jersey. And this cleverly plugs the gap between racing or riding hard in those cooler months of the year that straddle either side of the summer season. So to try and combat the cooler temperatures and gustier winds that are more prevalent at these times of year, riders tend to need a little bit more thermal core protection. So Assos have come up with their own exclusive climate control technology in the form of these 2 valves that sit here just to the front of the shoulders, which allows that cooler air from the outside to essentially be drawn in and sucked between these 2 layers of fabric that are in the jersey, which in turn means that you don't then have to unzip to try and stay cool whilst you're pushing on and riding hard. So essentially, this Aero short sleeve jersey solves the issue of trying to regulate your thermal core temperature without sacrificing anything from an aerodynamic viewpoint. Now, despite the best efforts of, say, a thermal short sleeve jersey and arm warmers combination, or maybe even something like a gilet being added in on top, although I will get to that shortly, sometimes the conditions simply call for a jacket. And yet that can often feel just too bulky when you're trying to work really hard or maybe get some race pace efforts done too. So with that in mind, Assos created this here, which is the Equipe RS Spring Fall Jacket. Now, this bit of kit here serves the dual purpose of both keeping the cold at bay, and it does that through trapping a pocket of insulated air which gets snugged up essentially between the layers in the jacket, while also remaining extremely breathable too, even at the most intense of racing efforts. Now, as we already saw with the Aero short sleeve jersey, Assos' inclusion of these 2 rather clever valves right at the front of our shoulders here ensure that we can avoid overheating without the need to unzip, which again protects the aerodynamic qualities that we so often crave when we're trying to ride hard. So far, I have only been talking about upper body bits of kit, but let's not forget about our legs. No, not at all. And plugging the gap between wearing lighter weight summer shorts and maybe something a bit warmer like, say, 3/4 length bibs is, well, the function of these here, which are the Equipe RS Spring Fall Bib Shorts S9. Now, it can sometimes be, well, a little bit of a decision trying to work out whether to wear longer length longs that can keep you warm or just be brave and go for your summer shorts and maybe be a little bit on the fence. Well, if you ask me, that is where these shorts come in rather handy indeed. You see, Assos have taken their highly successful and race-proven, no less, Equipe RS S9 template and bulked it out with, well, additionally highly insulating materials that will ensure you actually stay warm in those transitional months of spring and the fall or autumn, meaning that you're not going to need to reach for those extra bits of kit like knee or leg warmers to try and keep you dry, which, if you ask me, is a rather clever idea. Now, I did say I would talk about gilets a little bit earlier on, so this here is, well, I'm sure you've guessed it, it's the Equipe RS Spring Fall Aero Gilet. Now, the purpose of this final bit of upper body clothing is to ensure that you stay nice and warm throughout the duration of however long you want to go and ride your bike, but without having to worry about bulking up with lots of extra layers. Well, how does that work? And it's a good question really, because this Equipe RS Spring Fall Aero Gilet has a stripped back type of construction plus a second skin fit that essentially means your core stays a lot warmer when you're riding. However, if you ask me, the beauty of this gilet is its versatility, meaning that to the front there's a technical 3-layer soft shell structure, but at the back there's a much lighter, more breathable fabric. So this combination serves to block out the chilly winds and the road spray, all the while making sure your core stays nice and warm and protected for however long you want to ride, no matter how changeable those weather conditions can be. Now, I can really see where Assos are coming from with this collection of cooler weather designs, especially here in the UK where our colder months either side of the summer can, well, seem to drag on and extend somewhat. Now, I would definitely be keen to get myself out on the bike to test drive some of these bits of kit. And the fun part about this video is that you too can do that as well, because we have not one, but as I said, 2 complete sets of everything you can see here for us to give away. Now, all you have to do is head into the description down there below, find the link, open that up, and then answer a simple question about this spring fall collection that, if you have been listening nice and keenly during this video, really shouldn't be a problem for you to answer at all. Now that is it, so good luck and all the best with that. Now, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, so please do hit that thumb up like button. Find the globe on screen to subscribe and get lots of other videos that we have here on the channel. And if you want to see another video that Heather did about how to dress for autumn, well, you can find that here.